Hey guys, we have our customer's 2016 Sierra Dually here in the shop, and we are going to install our smoke third brake light today. Very easy to do. As it comes out of the box, this is what it looks like. Full LED. It's got a gasket on the back to mount to the back of the cab. We also provide these Scotch locks along with it, and we'll go over that right now. So let's first take a look at the tools that we're going to need to install this and get started. Okay, so here are the things that you need for installation. Butt connectors or the provided Scotch locks, a screwdriver with a T15 Torx, a pair of pliers, or a pair of strippers and crimpers. Okay, so now we're ready to remove our stock third brake light. Got our T15 Torx here. All you have to do is unscrew 2 screws. So when you remove these, you want to be very careful. You don't want to drop them, because a lot of times what happens is you drop them right here in between the cab and the bed, and they get lost forever because they'll sit on something, a pan under there, or you won't find it. And then you'll have to go to the dealer or find something else that's going to work. So just be very careful not to lose these. Now once those are removed, all you have to do is grab it and pull out. Sometimes this can be a little tricky because they are pretty snug on here. You can use your pliers like so to get a good grip on the side. Be careful you don't scratch your body doing that. And then pull directly out like that. So once that's done, all you're going to have to do is press this tab and pull directly out. That's it. That's all you need to do to remove the stock one. So what I'm going to do is, since we do not provide the connector for this, and I do want to retain this connector on the vehicle, I'm going to cut this one off. Now, if you look back here, you'll notice you have red to brake, your black or grayish color is ground. Same thing on your outers, and your brown here is going to go to your cargo. So just keeping that orientation, once we cut this, we'll be able to refer back to this as to where the wires go. What you want to do is you just want to strip these back a little bit. And then twist your ends. Again, this is just how I'm doing. You can use the provided Scotch locks, and those you'll just strip this fabric tape back right here and just clip them around these. I like to use butt connectors, that way I know I'm getting a good connection and I can reuse this stock connector. Okay, so now that I have this done, if you're gonna do it this way, and I'm gonna go back and do this later, is around these I like to put shrink wrap. So that way it provides a really good seal around this. It's gonna weatherproof it a little bit, and then you won't have any worries in case you do get some moisture or something in there, but you shouldn't. So on the stock light, what we're gonna do is, since these are set up to use the Scotch locks, I'm going to just go ahead and strip these back a little bit more. Just like this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold these over, because we do solder the tips on these. So I'm going to fold them over, because we do, with LEDs, you don't need to use as big gauge of a wire because the amp draw just isn't there. So I like to fold them back, that way these can create a good contact inside. So what we're going to do is I'm We're gonna take the red to red, just like this. Crimp it down. The black is gonna go to black, or like this one looks like a lighter gray. Put that in there. Good crimp. And then the white is gonna go to brown. Remember, the brown is your power wire for your cargos. Now, if you were gonna use the Scotch locks instead of doing this, what you would do is, if you look at this, we have these 3 wires. So black would go to black, the red would go to the purple, and then the white would go to the white with the purple stripe. And then that way you would have the exact same connection as I made here. Now all we gotta do, plug this in, it snaps. Tuck the harness back in, line that up on the vehicle. You always wanna start your screws by hand. That way you don't cross thread them. And tighten them down. If you're using a drill, make sure you use a lower setting. That way you don't over tighten and crack the plastic housing. All right, let's check it out and see what they look like.